It's lovely, isn't it?
Just hanging out that door of 3 or 4 people, I think. Can you just ask them to pop their heads in, please? Are they there? Clyde and Co. As is traditional. Mum, where did you live when you were a child? Where did you grow up?
Dunedin.
Dunedin.
Yes.
And tell us a bit about growing, just a little.
Because I had 5 excellents on my standard 5 report card and my father thought I wasn't working hard enough.
Oh, gosh.
So he said to Mum, you go to enrol her at Dunedin North Intermediate, and you know that meant a trip that you had to leave home at 8:15 or earlier to catch a cable car down to the Octagon, walk down to Castle Street and get an electric tram from there down to the school, and the same trip back again. But I'll tell you something, I found that if I could go to the library on the way home, I could stay in the library till nearly 5 o'clock, but I had to be on that 5 o'clock tram home back up the hill, cable car back up the hill before it filled up with the workers, because school children weren't allowed to ride on their passes after 5 o'clock. That was my intermediate and high school years.
Hey, you're going past my list.
Oh, okay.
I said you're going past my list.
Don't take any notice, Florence.
School need nursing because A, I didn't want to be a school teacher, and B, I couldn't stand the sight of being
Trained to become, most people know, but after school, after you did school, what happened next,
Well,
job-wise?
I lived in which is just north of Lower Hutt.
Yeah, I know the one.
Primary school, which I didn't like very much. Then I went to Petone Technical College, where I couldn't get there quick enough, because it was all hands-on metal work, woodwork, and I was in my element. After serving one year, one term there, I started my apprenticeship not far from the Hutt Tech in Buick Street. An engineering shop there. I served my time there for 5 years. That was during the war. My first job was making bolts for friend gun carriers for the war. That was my war effort. The first job I had in engineering was turning out these bolts, production work, and I never liked production work since. Okay, here we go.
That's it?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you also know that Dad's prolific behind a camera, and there's actually a small miracle occurred tonight because somebody else has taken the videos. And as you all know, it is a major miracle. But Dad has put together a small family album, which we'd like him to show now, if that's all right.
Sure.
thoughts on Mum and Dad. And so I want to thank all of you who contributed, and thank you so much for adding to this book. And I would like to read you what I wrote. This is the book. Say thank you. By example, you have shown me what marriage means. It is the journey of a life together, the unwavering commitment to each other, the joy and laughter in happy times, the strength in times of stress, the love that lasts throughout the years, forever. What a wonderful and creative woman you are. You have so much energy and are always involved in interesting projects. I have such admiration for you and for everything that you've accomplished, and I try to follow your example in everything I do. Dad, you are my role model. What a clever man you are. You have such a talent to invent, create, and build whatever you need, whether it's to solve a tricky problem or just improve the quality of life. So I followed your example, and I married a man like you. Together, you are my role model. You are such an inspiration, and I'm so proud and honoured to be your daughter. I value the memories I have of my childhood and the life lessons you have taught me. I treasure every moment we are together. You live in my heart, and I carry you with me every day. We just want to say thank you, and we love you. Happy anniversary, Ruth and Glenn, 2004. I have the board here, and if you would like to look at everything that everybody has contributed, and I'll just show you a few pages because it's unbelievable what everybody's done. It's just fabulous. So thank you all, and I'll leave it at the back, and maybe we can pass it around if you'd like to.
Thank you. What did Dad check out? You know, when he was contemplating kind of... Can you remember what I'm referring to? What did he do? You've told us the story, so it's got to be true, because you don't tell lies.
He came down to Dunedin to visit with my family one Christmas, and I think I must have been doing a bit of showing off. I let him read my school report cards. And I got told years later that that's what clinched the deal. He decided that if I was as good as the report card says, I was the girl for him. So that's basically what happened. And when his father asked him how he managed to pick me, he said, I read her school report cards.
Physical education.
A short poem which captures a somewhat truthful account of Freedom Florence's life as seen by us. I have here a short story which will do anything but bore you. It's about a chick who was a dab hand with an electric drill. But hey, that was about to change when she met our lad Phil. Our Phil thought her main interest was in her Super 8, but little did he know she was on the lookout for a mate. Phil thought he might offer her a job as a narrator. Maybe that would go some way to placate her. Oh, but for our dear Flo, it was all go. Soon they moved to the Western Heights, the main purpose of was to bring up some mites. After Ruth, they expected to have a boy. Imagine the surprise, and out popped out little baby Joy. The male side, not wanting to be outdone, so even the score with two young bonny sons. With kids popping out, the family was expanding. There were earth excavations under the house in the planning. Oh good, said Florence, now I will have somewhere to store my crafts. Oh no, said Phil, that's where I was going to place my hearth. They would not have to be a seer to foretell 50 golden wedding years. So here we are, now at the family meet. Our stay is all but complete. Now I ask you to clap your hands, charge your glasses to the brim and propose a toast to Florence and her film.
Got in the car. Did you notice how Mum jumped in the car? I always thought that was, you know, like after wedding kind of keenness. But I've been let down because Dad apparently electrified the car to stop people from fiddling with it. Except, somebody found out, I think. They got to it anyway. I'll do it, cool.
Set the wire for spark plug to the ground, and that makes the car alive.
Yeah, so all these years I thought my Mum was, you know, like, go ahead, let's go.
Howard, he knew that if he put a wire in the car to the ground, he shorted out my idea.
He's the electrician.
Oh, don't be like the dear ladies in the rest home when I sent my mother some bottles of grape juice to celebrate her 80th birthday. One of the old dears going back to her room afterwards said, you know, I had 2 glasses of that stuff and I feel quite tiddly.
I'm a member of the club in Tauranga where we make movies. And I met Phil and Florence there at a meeting because they come over there sometimes and join us at the Tauranga Club. And I'd like to give the best wishes from all of us at the Tauranga Club for you on this 50th anniversary. We've made good friends with Phil and Florence. We love them. And we're delighted to be here for this celebration. Thank you very much for inviting us, and we've had a wonderful time. A few months ago, I was out at a function, and the MC said, would anyone like to get up and say a few words? And to my horror, there was deathly silence. So tonight, I thought, well, at least there'll be me.
Did you stay in hospital?
Yeah, at Wellington.
How many times did you get back late?
Too long ago.
It's
Where's
okay.
allowed to?
That's not the answer to the question. We did plenty of things we weren't allowed to. Did you have your motorbike when you were recording it?
No.
Okay, I can't ask you that question. Dad's got another video he wants to show, which kind of, yeah?
If they want it.
You might see another one of Dad's 6-minute videos. He's
Yeah, well, it's one of the only ones that I've chosen on this list. And I think you'll like it. Well,
What's with Dad, what did Charlie say when you wanted to marry Mum?
Charlie,
Charlie's mum's
that's a long time ago.
Being there, and I thought it was the best of times. It was the best weekend I've ever had in my life. And I really would like to thank, of course we saw the video where we saw Mum and Dad, my Mum and Dad, and of course us kids, but thank you to you guys, my cousins, for coming today. I mean, your whole family's here. It's fantastic. Thank you very much for coming. I don't remember much about, because I was the youngest and I just sort of come along and there's only one photo of me. But there's some things that I remember about my mum and dad and their relationship, and I never saw them argue. But never saw them argue, no. But I did actually remember, you'd always tell just how mad Mum was. She'd walk up to Dad and give him a hug and she'd say, you know I loves you, darned you. And my father said to me one day, he said, you know, there's not a bad bone in that lady's heart, body. Not a bad bone at all. And we have to remember, of course, that us kids left home maybe over 20 years ago. So of their 50 years, the last 20 years, it's just been them on their own. Of course, we visited and stayed and stuff, like some more than others. And I can remember coming home with a bag of washing and dumping it down in the house and saying, could you wash those for me, Mum? I can remember taking something to my father and saying, could you fix that for me, Dad? I'll see you on Sunday night. I'm back to Auckland. I remember Joy and Ruth coming down with patterns and getting Mum to do their sewing for them. So, of course, the one debt, of course, a child can never repay is the debt they owe to their parents. And by way of this weekend, it's our opportunity to say thank you, Mum and Dad, for being here for us. And of course, as an inspiration to you youngsters here, recently Mum and Dad came to Australia to be with Michelle and myself for a week, and they were like a couple on honeymoon. Walking around the streets of Parramatta, holding hands, giving each other a hug. It was just great to see that two people could be so much in love after all this period of time. Thank you very much.
Now these people is what it's all about. I must first of all pay tribute to our parents, Ted and Margaret, how they would have been thrilled to have been here tonight. I'm sure they're looking over us. And of course, I'm taking the place of my older brother Howard, who played tribute to Howard tonight. Great brother, as you've heard the trick he got up to with Phil. But they were great mates because they had so much in common. That was terrific. These people I've known from way back. And it really is a great honour to be able to say thank you on your behalf and say thank you from the family. You've turned on, your family has turned on a fantastic weekend, and you can be extremely proud of your sons, your daughters, and your wonderful grandchildren. Not many families can be as proud as you two. These two.
I was going to make some notes, and so I knew quite what to say, and then I decided, no, I'm not very good at that, so I'll speak off the cuff. And then my good wife Margaret decided to give me a short sleeve shirt and then even a shorter sleeve vest, so I'm going to struggle here a bit. Firstly, I just want to say that for Margaret and I, it's the first time in our lives that we've celebrated with anybody 50 years of marriage, and it really is very, very special to be a part of this, especially to be invited as outsiders to some degree, because we are friends and we haven't known Phil and Florence for that long, and to be included in such a close family affair as this is really very, very special. So thanks very much for the invitation. Now, I met Phil and Florence through the video thing, so it's very fitting that I get to speak after we've watched a couple of their productions. And Phil's always amazed me. I've spent a lot more time with Phil, obviously, than Florence because of my interest in video, and I get down in his little studio down under the house there, and I'm always amazed at someone of Phil's generation, and you know, I could have been his son, and here he is showing me how to use the modern equipment, and we've seen him tonight prepare some stuff on a recordable DVD, and some of us have never seen a recordable DVD yet, let alone a standard DVD player. And Phil's always been that far ahead with the technology, and you've seen the sort of stuff he produces, and together Phil and Florence have won a lot of awards in video production and so on. But being ahead of the thing all the time, Phil's gone one step further. The latest trend in video and television is the reality series. We have Treasure Island, and we've got, but this is a reality series that's a little bit different. Nobody gets voted off this one. They just keep widening the borders to bring all the others in. There were the children, there were the friends, there were the kids' friends, there was the video friends, there were the craft friends. It's just a wonderful, wonderful story. Now, I know the invitation said that there were no gifts, and I don't like breaking rules, but nobody said that we couldn't give an award. And be presented with an award on behalf of everyone here. I think we can well award them first place in the reality series category. Thank you.
All the beautiful cards that we've received from folk have been entered in an album. Now, this has a history. It was given to us by a very old friends of ours who were cleaning house before they finally retired. She gave me this album saying, use it. I've had it for years and I haven't known what to put in it. Neither have I. It's been kicking around our spare room for so long, and I kicked it the other day when I was doing some tidying up, and I thought, this is what I need. So I've put our wedding photo in it, I've put the announcement of the paper in the front of it, and every page one of the cards that have been sent to us have been stuck to it. So that you can see the cards, read the cards, and that's going to be our permanent record. Instead of all the cards being tossed in a drawer, they're in an album. It'll take pride of place in our bookcase. I'll find a place to put it.
It's just over 18. Some of us were 17,
and a couple were over 20, they were really old. They were all student dental nurses down in Wellington, and there were about just over 80 of us started. And talk about living in a hostel. My first 6 months I roomed with Jeanette here and 3 other girls. There were, yes, 5 of us in one room, because it was the big room, it was above the ballroom in the hostel, which used to be a big house. And then the third 6 months I roomed with Jocelyn, but I've never slept with Florence. If you live with somebody for 6 months in the same room, we're a sisterhood.
My mother was talking about the flower arrangements and this and that. Oh, there's no room to put anything in this house. And I thought, well, hang on a minute, Mum, you've put 4 children in it as well, you know, it's just the 2 of you now. But they've lived in the house in Islandview Road since 1960, and I remember the first house. In fact, I was very annoyed when we left the first house, because I used to go to kindergarten with Delmarie. And she turned 5 just before Christmas, so she got a birthday cake from kindergarten. I was ready to go back to kindergarten and get her birthday cake when I turned 5 in March. Mum and Dad moved us to Rotorua. But they've lived in the house in Rotorua since 1960. Do the math, that's 44 years. Anybody else had the same house for 44 years? 42. Is it? 2004. 42, you're close. So you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that for us, we live all around the world. Ruth lives in Los Angeles, that's her home. David lives in Sydney, it's his home. I'm now in Wellington, that's my home. I lived in England, that was my home. But when we talk about home, that's Rotorua, and that's where Mum and Dad are. That's home. And when we put a home there, it's got a capital H. And over the years, at different times, they've thought about moving. They're not allowed to think about moving anymore because that's home. When we talk about home, we know where we are. It's where Mum and Dad are, it's where our hearts are. It's home. Thank you for coming to our home today.
Most of you know that place. Yeah. On their wall are plaques from all the movies I've made, and it's just, Mike, thank you for presenting your one too. And these 2 are going to take pride and place on their wall, you know, these 2 tokens, because, you know, these are, you know, it's the only way we can express. What do you do for Mum and Dad? This is how we express. What do you think?
We'll put them up, don't worry.
Okay. Have a look at mine anyway.
We'll treasure it. Thank you.
No, I'm not sure what's happening. We're cutting the cake now.
Cutting the cake, I think, and I've got some coffee.
We've got tea and coffee for you. That ends the official part of the evening, apart from cutting the cake. So those
So
of
let the
you...
cake forward and let me cut it. And
Yes.
then we can
Okay.
You all right? Finish that from the back, eh? Where do you put the knife in?
That's a bit, thank you.
Like this, eh? Put your hand on there. Whee!
Okay.
Piece of cake.
Thank you.
I'll go get some.
Rippling waters of Waitaki, sing your song of power to me. Sing of tall, distant mountains.
Well, I tell you what, when you have your 50th wedding